Today is Saturday afternoon. It's probably pushing on, what's the time? Almost 12:30. So this weekend, well today, we're not actually going for a weekend hunt. Today we're going to go for an afternoon shot, and we're going to go up to one of our mates' places. He's got a place that borders onto the edge of the Tararuas. There's a few deer hanging around there, and yeah, we're going to see what it's like up there and see how we go. So I'm just going to give you a bit of a quick demonstration of what I take and what I'm going to be taking up there this afternoon. Everyone is different, so it's not to say this is what you take when you go hunting and bits and pieces like that, but it's what I'm going to take up there this afternoon. And I like to be comfortable, I like to have all my gear with me. Last thing I want to do is be not prepared for something. The weather is fine, but it is overcast and there is a little bit of a chilly wind in the air. So we are in town in Palmerston North, so I'm guessing that the sooner we go higher, it's going to be a little bit more breezy, so we might have to do a bit of wind holds for some shots depending on where these deer come out. So I'll quickly go through my gear, and then we're going to pack it all up in the tatonka, chuck our gun away into the old case, pack our truck up, and then we're heading off. Now, this is my new 300 Wisdom. So it's a Tikka 300 Wisdom in the super light caliber, I guess you could say, or super light range that Tikka bring out. So I've also put a Magnum DPT suppressor on the end of it. It's got a fluted barrel. Not that it's going to make much difference really for me. It was just one of those things that it did have a fluted barrel, and I thought, well, why not? If I'm going to buy a new gun, let's have a fluted barrel. And yeah, it was just the choice that I made on the day, so that's all cool. Also got a Harris bipod, and we've also got the spikes on the end here, so that's all cool. Got some scope caps, and this is a Leupold VX3i 6.5 to 20, and I'm pretty sure that's a 50mm lens at the end. And I've also got a sunshade at the end there. I've just chucked some camo tape on there last night. It just protects my scope, and yeah, the longer we look after things, the longer they'll last. Bit of a cheek pad there. I've just bumped it up with a bit of foam, so you can get this sort of foam from my packaging and bits and pieces. Comes in handy, so keep a bit of that. I've got a bit there, so that's all cool. We'll move over to here. So obviously for an evening shot, you probably want one of these. So this is a lead lenser MH10. Yep, MH10. So these are awesome. They're rechargeable, and I've also got another spare battery for this. But to be honest, I've been hunting in the bush for 3 days and I've never had this go off. So obviously I've only used it in the morning for an hour or something, just before we're ready to head off into camp, leaving camp, sorry, and also for at night when we're getting back, or walking out of the bush, or walking in, or whatever. So I'm stoked with this. Yeah, and I love this torch. So if you're looking for a bloody good torch, hit up one of these Lenser MH10. Big O buddy bag, I'll just put my name on there, Big O, and you can get these from Nowtech. I think this is a Nowtech bag, or where are they? I think they've got a bit of a sticker here. You can get them from those guys there, Precision Shooter. So hit them up, and they will have these bags. Couple of rubbish bags for meat just in case. I have also got a sword knife that I've sharpened up. It's got hunting and fishing on there, so I've had that knife for a few years, and no, it seems to be quite good as long as you keep it nice and sharp. In that, you know, any knife that's sharp's bloody good. A couple of protein bars, or some muesli bars really. I've got a couple of cups there for me and the bro, just in case I want to have a cup of tea or something if it's if we get up there a little bit early. And looky. So the carrot cake and custard. Me and Roger are great fans of these from backcountry. So yeah, I think when I went into Manawatu hunting and fishing the other day, I took the last two that was on the shelf there. So sorry for anyone else that wanted one that day, but you snooze you lose. Jet boil, can't go anywhere without my jet boil. Now the new loads that me and Roger have developed. Well, he's already developed it. I've just taken his load and tried it out in the gun, and what do you know, hey presto, ticker, he's got a ticker, I've got a ticker, and it works. So there's the load there. So it's 67 grains of AR2213 SC shortcut, and that is a 208 ELDM projectile. So let's see how those perform tonight. Hopefully we knock over a deer. I've also got my brand new puffy jacket from Huntech. I'm going to try that out tonight. I'm guessing I'm going to need that up there. Hopefully it doesn't rain. If it does, I've got my waterproof Huntech jacket here, so I always take those. And what else have we got? Gloves, nice warm gloves from Rab, and a Rab beanie, spear beanie. I've got the Canon SX60 there, my tripod, so I'm going to need those to make your guys entertainment time a little bit more interesting, with some longer views and photos and bits and pieces. Now this here is my Alaskan Guide Maxi, so they make a few other packs, but this is the Maxi one, and I love the Maxi because it's got heaps of room, and I can chuck my phone in here. You can stick your phone on the side. I actually chuck my phone in on the side here on the walkout, because I'm not gonna, all I'm doing is focusing on walking out, and the elastic top fits in my phone there quite nicely. Got my Leica rangefinder in there, my PLB, I keep that on the side here. Now I actually just put it in there. We went out for a hunt with our mate Jono. You would have seen Jono on our last couple of vids, and he said, what's the point of having your PLB in your pack, which is in there? I used to keep mine in there because I thought, oh, I'm going to be with my pack. But sometimes you're not with your pack, and if you were to fall down, you've always got your chest rig on you. I always take my chest rig with me, I never take it off. So what better place to have your PLB with you in your chest rig. In there I've got my cramp spray. Sometimes I bloody cramp up, the old calf muscles and all sorts of other things cramp up every now and then. A couple of lighters and a spare knife just in case. Now I've just got this. You will see this on Roger's vid and on my vid. Is the Solo Hunter gun cover case. So this is going to be coming with me, so no bits and pieces get into my gun. The lower Tibet boots, I've had these for almost coming up 12 months, and they seem to be holding in. I have seen other people's boots that have been buggering out and bits and pieces, but I must say that I've thrashed these boots and mine are good as gold. So yeah, I'm not too sure what the story is with that there, but yeah, mine are holding up. Pair of recovery gloves if I need them, and the twin needle gaiters that I had got custom made, because I can't fit my calves into normal the largest size of gaiters that anyone makes for. So these things here are doing the trick. I've worn them once. Today is going to be the second time I've worn them, and I love them. And then I've got the bros little parcel there that we will have another video on where those are going in the next couple of weeks. So that's what I'm going to be taking up this afternoon. I think the only thing that I'm missing is some water, but I think that should do me. So we'll catch you up there later on this afternoon. Also, one more thing, sorry, I forgot, is I've also got my Tatonka Bison pack. So there's the Tatonka Bison. This is a 90 litre plus 10 pack. Now I know some people are like, oh man, you're just going for an evening shot or a day hunt or whatever, that pack's too big. But if you look at all the stuff that I normally take with me, because like I said before, I like to be prepared, I like to have everything with me, and I like to be comfortable. Now I stick all that stuff in there. It's got another pocket, and if you don't want to take all that stuff and you want to take smaller stuff, you by all means you can, and you don't have to fill it up. You can just put whatever you want in there, close it up, and she's good to go. But if you shoot a big stag or a nice animal somewhere and you can't get it out, and you normally bone it out like how I do up in the ranges, think smarter not harder, then this is the pack, and they can handle the bloody jandle. They've got good shoulder straps. They're nice and thick here for your shoulders. I love it. Good support there down for your lower back. you strap it all in. And also, I never take this off this pack, is the silky saw. So that silky saw has pruned a few blinds and cut a few tracks. They're bloody good saws, so always take one of those with you. There's all different types, longer, shorter, angled, so pick which one you want. That one's an angled one, and that seems to be doing the business quite fine. So that's it from me. We'll see you. Afternoon team. Normally I was saying morning, but now it's an afternoon hunt for me today. We're just going to head up to one of the bros' places. He's got a place that backs up onto the edge of the Tararuas. So it's the first ever time that I've ever hunted up in the Tararuas sort of area, so I'm looking forward to that. We're just just left Palmy. It's just after 2:30, so we'll nosy on up, have a yarn to the bro, make a bit of a game plan, and then see what's around. So catch you.
You'll see when we get up there, bro.
Yeah.
You'll just be mind blown, bro.
Oh, g'day team. Well, we are up here. Me and the bro Brent. There's Brent there. He's on the glass. He's on the search. And it's a beautiful afternoon up here in the Manawa too. Beautiful afternoon. So we just got a few gullies and guts and places that we're spying up. It's a little bit breezy up here, so we've sort of tucked out of the wind just around the point. So yeah, we just have to factor a bit of windage hold with our shots, but we are spying up a couple of places that are roughly 250 metres, was it, bro?
Yeah, around about.
Roughly 250 metre shots, so not overly all big shots, but that's fine with me. That's all good. So we're just on the look, but man, at the moment we're basking in the sun, and I've got the new puffy on that I've got from Huntic, and it's keeping me nice and toasty and warm. But bro, he's got his puffy on too, so yeah, bloody impressed with this puffy actually. It's the first time I've taken it out for a hunt, so I'm glad I brought it up here because it's bloody quite cold in that wind around the corner, even though it's a nice day. As you can see up in the distance up there, if you can see that far on the camera, there's snow way up the back there. So yeah, once the breeze comes from there, from the southerly, she's pretty bloody chilly. Also, we've also got a spectacular view right up the coast. Beautiful. And then we've got our gullies in here that we're keeping an eye on. So we're going to sit in here for an hour or so, see how we go. Old team, we're just still patiently waiting. We've got still a beautiful afternoon. It's getting bloody hot actually in this puppy, but I'd rather be warm than cold. So good. Now I thought, instead of me and Brent gas bagging up there, oh bro, I better get my stuff set up, because I would say, like normal do, look around, they'll come out, have a feed, and then if they spot us or whatnot, they'll bugger off. So awesome. Here, we're facing into here. Hopefully something pops out in there and we can zap it in there. So if not, all good. You won't get them sitting at home anyway. It's nice to be out up in the hills and in a new location. And up there with my bro, he's flat out up there, looking out of his milk bottles into these gullies to try and spot us a deer. So fingers crossed. But yeah, cool of an afternoon. Out there you can see right out to the coast. See the river all the way out there. I don't know if you can see that in the distance. There's Mana Island. And right out in the distance, we can actually see the South Island. So beautiful views. Amazing. Really, really amazing. So yeah, better get glass again. Well team, the glass in there for a little bit. It's still early yet. The sun's still beaming away. It's actually quite warm, but still a little bit cold from the wind. These things here, these are the go, man. Protein bar. but it's a salted caramel chocolate bar. They seem to be the goods. So it's either that or the maple fire, what is it? Not fire maple. Canadian maple, I think. And those nature's bars, those are the hit too. Nice with a hot coffee. And our cuzzy here, he's got the old cuz. He's got the Doritos. I think this fella's been eating too many Doritos with Gav, I think. That's the one anyway. Whatever floats your boat, have a feed. That's the one. But no deer seen yet, but that's all cool. It's better than being at home on the couch here. And it's still early, like I said before, so all good. Let's just kick back, keep watching. Unsuccessful here. Haven't seen anything, so me and the bro, we're just gonna hump it back up the track and get back to our bike. And plan B. So all good. Beautiful view over here, so hopefully we can view a couple of deer. Right. Just got into another spot. You can hear me a little bit. It's pretty windy. I'd say we'd be at least holding a metre for our shots up here. It's pretty gusty. Hopefully the wind dies down or whatnot, but all good. We're just looking up onto a big face at the moment, so all set up here. Yeah, all set up. Just looking up into this big face in here, so hopefully something pops its head out. The sun's just on its way down, so yeah, fingers crossed. Bro's all set up over there, he's on the glass, so we've just got to keep an eye out up in here. Hopefully something pops out, but all good. We had to move spots. There's no good on the other side, so all good. Sweet. Well, as you can see, our spike has just stepped out into the clear, and you can see me loading up. But what you don't see is what I'm seeing through my scope is that the light is fading very, very fast. So we had to make a decision, and I decided to pull pin. So it's better to leave an animal like that than bugger up your shot. And it's not a very close shot, it's 550 meters. So I pull pin, so he'll live another day. Is that very rare or?
Yes.
Well, as you can see, I am back home. Now, I'm pretty glad to be home because it is a lot warmer here than up on that hill, man. Shit, tonight that was up there with probably one of the coldest that I've sort of been out hunting for a while. I had been hunting out up the Ruahenes last year in the winter, and that was pretty bloody cold when a bit of a storm had come through, but yeah, all good, sweet as. It's what you expect in the winter time. But one thing I sort of wanted to go over was this Huntec puffy jacket. Now this puffy jacket, I've just recently got it, and I am so glad that I had taken this jacket up there with me. My old Kathmandu, the old faithful, just wouldn't have handled the jandal up there today. It was just too cold, and it's, yeah, the old down, it's got missing bits and pieces in it, and yeah, she was at the end of her life really. But I'm glad that I had got this puffy. I had it zipped right up. You would have seen me on the camera. I had my buff on, my beanie on, and once I had everything on and I had my puffy on, I was toasty and warm as. So I know Brent, he looked like he was pretty cold, but he wasn't too bad. We had our hands up when we were glassing all the time. The blood circulation wasn't going through our hands like as if they were down, and so I ended up changing my recovery gloves, they're just thin work gloves, to these bad boys. So these here are, well, they're made by Rab, and they're sort of like a snowboard glove, and they're pretty mint. They're sort of like water resistant, they're not fully waterproof. They are definitely made for comfort and warmth. They've got like a fleece lining inside them. They're nice and puffy inside. They've got a bit of grip, like a bit of leather outer and stuff, so I can still glass with these. So that's the main thing. Last thing you want to do is be restricted, and they're easy to pull off. So if you need to take a shot or whatever, you can just grab one finger and flick the other one off. So those were fantastic. Yeah, the old LED headlight. The bro forgot his light, so he didn't have any light. So lucky I bought my headlamp. I always take that with me. I never forget the old MH10 from Lead Lenser. And these bad boys, twin needle. Man, if you guys out there need a pair of gaiters and your other ones are puckaroo or whatever, hit these guys up, man. I got these. They're custom made for my big rhinoceros calf muscles. I've got these, 120 bucks delivered at my door. They are, oh mate, I am stoked with these. This is the second time I've worn these. So big ups to Twin Needle. You guys, man, you do some great stuff. Quality gear. It's all robust stuff, you know. It's real durable. It's hearty. This is the stuff that you want. This is what we need. Good quality gear. Without the good quality gears, you'll be out there buying more and more stuff. So buy once, cry once. So that's the motto for today. And big ups to Huntech for these puffy jackets, man. If you guys are hunting out there and you're glassing and you're freezing your butt off, get you a Huntech puffy jacket. They'll keep you nice and toasty and warm, and they are plenty long. So as you can see behind my butt, they go right down. So this one here, all the big fellas, my one's a 5XL. They do go up to 7XL. So yeah, hit them up, look them up on the website, huntech.co.nz, and then search up puffy jacket, and they are there. And these things are warm, man. They're not like a down jacket. They're sort of synthetic type of material. They're water resistant and bits and pieces like that. I know that you can get the waterproofing stuff. I mean, I've got some stuff here from Granger's. I haven't even used this yet because I try and keep a good eye on my gear and make sure it's all good. And if it looks like it needs to be replaced or whatnot, then I'll do so. So that's from me today. No luck with the deer, unfortunately, but never mind, it's all good. We were out and about. We did see a few deer. I only got to see one deer on our side of the property, and it looked like to be a stag with cast antlers. It could have been a spiker. Unfortunately, couldn't get a shot, sitting at 550 meters, as you will see, and we made the decision to pull the pin. I couldn't see it through my scope. The light was fading too much, so all good. There's always another day, and it's better than wounding an animal and letting it suffer. So we don't want that. So yeah, all good. Mean is like and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one.